Hello, ASEA Associates. My name is Trish Schwinkler. I'm from the United States, and I am a triple diamond with ASEA. It's my privilege to be your host today, and I am doing this recording primarily so you can see how I do an ASEA opportunity meeting, and you can take these slides and these ideas and do your own opportunity meeting. So today we will have an ASEA overview of ASEA. And so the first question that many people ask is, what is ASEA? ASEA is a cellular health company. And ASEA's technologies are based on an area of science called redox biochemistry. Now, many people have never heard of redox biochemistry before. However, it is one of the fastest growing areas of science in the entire world. In fact, there are thousands and thousands of studies on redox signaling that have been published in peer-reviewed scientific and medical journals, and over 1,200 books on redox biochemistry have been published. Recently, there was an article in the LANCET, which is one of the world's leading medical journals. It was written by James Watson, who is a Nobel Science Award winner. And in this article, James Lancet suggested that many major diseases are caused by a lack of redox signaling molecules. He said that type 2 diabetes is a redox disease. Now, unfortunately, James Watson does not yet know about ASEA, and he believes that the only way for the body to produce more redox signaling molecules is through exercise. Another recent website called the redoxdoc.com by Robertson Ward, MD, teaches us how redox signaling molecules affect the endocrine system, the cardiovascular system, the immune system, the musculoskeletal system, as well as the skin system. So let's go a little deeper into the science, and let's look at exactly what are redox signaling molecules. So your body is comprised of approximately 75 trillion cells. Every one of your cells is primarily made of salt and water. They're kind of like little bags of salt water. Your tears are salty, your sweat is salty, the amniotic fluid is salty, and so inside of every one of these little bags of salt water is something called the mitochondria. The mitochondria is a little power plant that produces energy, in scientific circles known as ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And this is why you are alive. This is the essence and the secret of life, the fact that every one of your cells produces energy. Now, in the process of producing energy, the mitochondria also produces very important molecules called redox signaling molecules. It's important to remember that these molecules are made inside of your cells from nothing more than salt and water. In fact, they are made from the reduction and oxidation of salt water. That's where the name redox comes from. These redox signaling molecules are involved in virtually every major body system and function, like I showed you on the preceding slide. And these redox signaling molecules are foundational to cellular health and healing. Our cells are constantly being damaged by sun exposure, maybe we injure ourselves, etc. And so these molecules are what allow our cells to repair and replace themselves. Here's the problem. Every one of us is getting older every day. Most of us don't eat perfect diets, especially in this day and age, and all of us have stress in our lives. Because of these factors, our cells begin to produce less and less energy. And as that happens, our cells produce less and less redox molecules. So a brand new healthy baby, their cells are functioning at high efficiency. Little children usually have plenty of energy. They usually heal very quickly. About the teenage years, that starts to change. And from there on, the aging process begins. Our cells produce less energy. They produce less redox signaling molecules. We develop deficiencies and imbalances. We start to get wrinkles. We start to get gray hair. We start to need reading glasses. Our memory may not be quite as sharp. And so all of us look kind of like this person. We're deficient in these very important redox signaling molecules that allow our body to send signals to every part of our body, to every system in our body. What if there was a way that we could somehow replenish our body's supply of these important and amazing molecules? And what if we could start to look and feel the way we did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago? Is this something that most people would be interested in? I think the answer is yes. And one company called ASEA has been able to harness the power of redox molecules. What ASEA does is they start with salt and water, the same ingredients that are found inside of your cells. They take these simple ingredients through a very sophisticated process that breaks down the salt water into free-floating atoms of sodium, chloride, hydrogen, and oxygen. And then the atoms are restructured into stabilized, balanced, bioactive redox signaling molecules. Now these molecules in ASEA are made from water and salt just the way your cells make them. There are 17 years of research behind this breakthrough, millions of dollars, multiple international patents. So for the first time in history, ASEA has been able to recreate redox signaling molecules outside of the body, and these molecules empower your cells to restore themselves. These molecules are native to the body. They are the exact same identical molecules that are made inside of your cells in perfect balance. They are 100% safe. They will not interfere with any other substances that you may be taking, and we have millions of dollars of safety studies behind this technology. Even though ASEA is made from salt and water, when the whole process is finished, there's almost no sodium in ASEA. In fact, there's less sodium in one serving of ASEA than there is in a carrot. And for athletes, it's important to note that there are no banned substances. So ASEA has two products. RENU 28 is the skin repair gel, and ASEA is the redox supplement. Both use the same redox signaling technology, and both have been certified by a laboratory called BioAgilytix that they contain bioactive, stabilized, balanced redox signaling molecules. So for the first time in history, we can now benefit our bodies from the outside in with redox signaling technology with our breakthrough skin repair gel called RENU 28. The reason it's called RENU 28 is our skin cells naturally repair themselves every 28 days when we are young, but as we age, that repair and replacement time takes longer. So with RENU 28, we can replace and renew our skin cells faster. And also we can benefit our bodies from redox signaling technology from the inside out with our redox supplement, ASEA. These redox molecules are not like anything you've ever heard of before. They are not vitamins or minerals or antioxidants or exotic juices. This is not another type of structured water. ASEA and RENU 28 go beyond other skin and health products, and they can do things that nothing else can do because nothing else contains redox molecules. The only place that redox molecules exist is inside of living cells, plants, animals, and humans, inside of every single bottle of ASEA, and inside of every single tube of RENU 28. Now, ASEA has partnered with world-class institutes for clinical trials and testing, with Dermatest, with Stevens, with BioAgilytix, and with the North Carolina Human Performance Laboratory. Stevens Stevens and Associates ensures the successful testing of pharmaceutical devices, cosmetics, and personal care products for safety, efficacy, and substantiation of product performance claims in clinical research in Texas, Colorado, and Japan. Dermatest delivers results you can rely on. This is one of the top 5 dermatological testing companies in the world, located in Europe, in Germany. And Bioagilytics are 6 scientific innovators that do research for many of the top pharmaceutical companies in the world. So Stevens did a clinical trial with RENU 28, and what they found is enhanced skin cell renewal and cell turnover. What they found is that the renewal rate was 16% faster with RENU 28, which of course is going to result in younger looking skin. Now, ASEA cannot make any medical claims. We are not a pharmaceutical company. We are a wellness company. But when you think about this study regarding skin cell renewal and cell turnover, this has many, many implications for good health. Now, Stevens also did a study on skin blood flow. This was a 4-day study, and what they found is an immediate almost 50% increase in skin blood flow after the very first RENU 28 application. Well, what are some of the benefits of increasing skin blood flow? Some of the benefits are healthier skin and clearer complexion. Also, for women, the reduction of stretch marks and spider veins. Now again, if you connect the dots, there are many, many implications of increased skin blood flow and the benefits in health that this could bring to people. Now, another clinical trial done by Dermatest found that there was over a 20% improvement in eye wrinkle depth, overall wrinkle depth, facial skin texture, skin smoothness, and skin elasticity, with an 11% increase in skin moisture. And this was a 28-day test with incredibly massive results. Very few skincare products actually have clinical trials, but RENU 28 gained Dermatest's coveted 5-star seal of approval. Now, another very exciting clinical trial that's going on as we speak, also done by Dermatest, is the RENU 28 cellulite trial. This is a 12-week trial, but halfway through the trial, the results were so exciting that ASEA decided to release these results to us. So what Dermatest found was a 10% decrease in fat lobule size in only 6 weeks. You can see the unretouched before and after photos directly from Dermatest below. Now let me ask you a question. Do you know anybody, male or female, who don't have somewhere in their body that they would like the fat lobule size to shrink simply by applying liberal amounts of a skin repair gel a few times a day? This is astounding. This is such an exciting study. So the other thing that you should know is that RENU 28, the unique skin gel from ASEA that utilizes natural redox signaling molecule technology, is certified and tested completely safe, completely non-toxic, non-inflammatory. It's made from only 4 ingredients: the salt and water to create the redox signaling molecules, a thickening agent, and an agent to help it spread smoothly on the skin. Now I'm going to show you some before and after pictures. You can see the obvious anti-aging effects in this woman's neck. RENU 28 is not only for women. Many men also would like to erase the visible signs of aging. Here is a picture of a man who put RENU 28 on half of his face for a couple of months and then took this picture. A picture speaks a million words, so you can see the results for yourself. Many teenagers suffer from skin blemishes, as well as many adults, and RENU 28 can be a big boost in increasing their confidence and restoring healthy skin. Some people have inflammation inside or outside of the body. Some people suffer from scarring inside or outside of the body. Some people suffer from unwanted growths, either inside or outside of the body. And RENU 28 is not only for the face. Of course, it can be used on any area of the skin where you would like to see improvement in wrinkles, in elasticity, in cellulite and stretch marks, as well as other various discolorations, etc. of the skin. Now, you'll need to kind of connect the dots here and just think to yourself, what would happen to the inside of our body when we drink the very same molecules that are in RENU 28? Some of the things that people report is that they often feel less fatigue, better sleep, improved health and mood, and less discomfort. The other thing is that ASEA has a massive impact on athletics. ASEA is empowering athletes to experience remarkable improvements in endurance, strength, recovery, and mental stamina. Now these are things that are very important to athletes, but they're very important to each one of us as we go about our daily lives doing the things that we need to do in our professional life and in our family life. Every single person can benefit from endurance, strength, recovery, and mental stamina. ASEA truly is changing lives around the world. At this point is when I would invite people to share their compliant ASEA testimonials. I usually invite people to limit their comments to a minute. I set my iPhone so that the bell rings when their minute is over. I tell them that we cannot use any disease names. ASEA is not a medical product, it is a health product. So we would never use a term like arthritis. Instead, we would say we had problems with our joints. We would never use a term like asthma. Instead, we would say that we had breathing challenges. So very, very important to stay away from using any medical terms. And also, I just kind of guide people. I tell them this is the best way to share your ASEA RENU 28 experience is simply tell us your name, where you're from, and what life was like for you before you discovered ASEA, and what changed for you after you started using ASEA redox signaling technology, and how long did it take for you to notice the change. If I give them that outline, usually it's fairly easy for them to stick to 1 minute. And I tell them they don't have to stop in the middle of a sentence. You know, they can continue after the bell rings, but this just helps them keep it short and concise because we never want our meetings to last for longer than 1 hour. Then, of course, we have to do a disclaimer. ASEA and RENU 28 are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So, redox signaling technology is completely different from anything that's ever been offered on the market before. It's based on a completely new frontier of science, and this difference is sustainable. Like I mentioned before, ASEA and RENU 28 are heavily patented. ASEA layers the patents so that these patents will extend for a very long time. They also have proprietary secrets that are not revealed in the patents. So we have zero competition, we have no copycats, no one else has been able to figure out how to stabilize these incredible redox signaling molecules outside of the body, and we expect that this sustainable difference will continue for quite a while. Now, we not only have a different sustainable technology, our technology also has a huge advantage because it delivers meaningful results to people. And you heard that when people shared their experiences, but also through the studies, showing an immediate increase in blood flow, shrinking fat lobules within weeks, and enhanced cell renewal. ASEA and RENU 28 address multiple trillion-dollar markets. These products are for everyone. They're for anyone who would like to look and feel younger, for anyone who is health conscious or health challenged. For healthy people, this technology can help them maintain wellness. For sports and athletics, this technology will increase performance. It can enhance endurance, can help them recover and repair faster. Of course, for cosmetics, anti-aging, healthy skin, wrinkles, texture, smoothness, as well as, of course, I can't think of the name right now of the fat things, cellulite, as well as, of course, for cellulite reduction. ASEA was founded by Virtus Norton, a Fortune 50 executive who was the head of strategy and corporate reengineering during his career with Kraft Foods, a $36 billion company. Now, Virtus had the opportunity to sell redox signaling technology to a pharmaceutical company, but he realized that the technology would never reach its full potential in the pharmaceutical realm. So he made the decision, from a sense of principles and purpose, to bring redox signaling technology to the world through a network distribution channel. So ASEA was founded in 2009. It was launched during a very challenging time in global economy. ASEA has been managed with Fortune 50 business disciplines. ASEA was debt-free after 9 months. They officially launched in 2010, and they have enjoyed significant growth every single year. ASEA's objective is to be a long-term, sustainable company to provide stability year after year for those who wish to enjoy ASEA's products and for the associates who choose to engage in ASEA's unprecedented business opportunity, and for those who enjoy the opportunity for personal growth and the opportunity to live a purpose-filled life. Now, ASEA has experienced significant momentum, and we expect this momentum to continue and to increase as ASEA invests in more studies and more countries are opened. So ASEA's 2015 strategic plan is to become the recognized global leader in redox-based cellular health technologies. The only place in the world that this redox signaling technology is manufactured is in Pleasant Grove, Utah, in the United States. This is a facility that is NSF certified. It is FDA registered. It is a kosher manufacturing plant. And there's no other facility like it in the world that produces these redox signaling technologies. Then what ASEA does is they put the product on boats. They ship it around the world to 12 different shipping and distribution centers, 6 in North America, 4 in Europe, and 1 in Australia, and 1 in New Zealand. Now, ASEA manufactures the product. Their goal, of course, is to get it to customers. They don't spend money advertising in traditional ways. What they do is they take the product directly from the manufacturer to the customer through a network distribution system we call relationship marketing. Most of you who are listening to this presentation today probably were introduced to ASEA by someone that you had a relationship, someone you had a friendship with. And word of mouth is still the most powerful form of advertising. So simply by word of mouth, ASEA is taking this redox signaling technology around the world. all based on Zig Ziglar's famous philosophy that you can have everything you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. ASEA truly is changing lives around the world. Today, in May of 2015, ASEA is in 25 different countries and has made a commitment to continue global expansion. ASEA's corporate headquarters are in North America in Salt Lake City. We also have a corporate headquarters in Munich, Germany. In 5 short years, ASEA has advanced into the top 100 network marketing companies in the world out of 2,800 network marketing companies globally. So how can you be part of ASEA? Some people choose to build national global teams. Other people, they're busy with their job, their families, etc., but they see the potential to help others and in the process of doing that to create extra income. And some people simply are looking for better health. They simply want to be a customer of ASEA's extraordinary products. Wherever you see yourself, it is our job to do the best that we can to support you and to help you get what it is that you want from ASEA. So how do you get started? You can become an ASEA associate simply by investing $40. You will then get an absolutely free replicated e-commerce website where people can go to your site, they can purchase products, and they can become ASEA associates in your team. You are going to want to activate with an order of ASEA. One case of ASEA is $120 US. One case of RENU 28 is $130 US. Now our best value, which is available only at time of enrollment, is to purchase 4 cases of ASEA or 4 cases of RENU 28 or 2 cases of ASEA and 2 cases of RENU 28. I would encourage you to consider this option. And then what we encourage people to do is start their auto ship so they get monthly shipments of ASEA's products so that they never ever risk running out of ASEA and RENU 28. Now, one of the reasons that you might consider ordering a 4-pack is that we always tell people it's important to set correct expectations. Some people are going to notice visible, noticeable effects with ASEA's products in a very short period of time. Even though studies show immediate positive effects, sometimes it will take longer. So we always encourage people to use the products for at least 90 days. Be sure to take before and after pictures. Be sure to ask the person who introduced you to ASEA for a body inventory form so that you can write down a baseline of how you felt and looked before ASEA and RENU 28 so you can keep careful documentation of the changes that occur. Now, in order to make this easier for us, ASEA offers a bonus case promotion. When you enroll with at least 1 case of ASEA or RENU 28 and you set up your auto ship, which means that the following month you will have a case of ASEA or RENU 28 shipped to you, and the month after that, and the month after that, you will qualify for a free case of ASEA. And this encourages people to stay on the product at least for 90 to 120 days. Right now, ASEA is running a promotion called Total Health 150. ASEA is about cellular health and rewarding you for what you do. ASEA approaches it from the inside as well as from the outside, and they give it in rewards. So right now, if you add 2 tubes of RENU to any 100-point auto ship, which means this could be a case of ASEA or a case of RENU 28, for a limited time, you will get a free RENU 28 giveaway pack. You will get 6 sample tubes of RENU 28 and 6 RENU 28 brochures that will be included in your auto ship order. Now, ASEA has a very generous compensation plan. Every single week they pay out 50% of global volume to associates. Now here are some of the commissions that ASEA pays out. If you look on the right side of the screen, you will see the average earnings per month at the different ranks. Now the ranks may not mean a lot to you at this point, and that the names of the ranks aren't really important. What is important is to understand that you can create a serious part-time, full-time, or even big-time income with ASEA. If you look at the bottom of the chart here, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, the incomes you're looking at here are not annual incomes. These are monthly incomes. These incomes are real. Real people like you and me are creating these types of incomes for themselves and their family with a legacy company for reproductive residual leveraged income that can continue year after year after year. So if this looks interesting to you, if this looks exciting to you, step one is to become active with at least 100 points each month, which means that you're either ordering RENU or ASEA on auto ship every single month, or you actually can achieve this volume by having customers. Step two is to become a director in 14 days. What this means is that you have sponsored 2 people, you have started your right binary team and your left binary team, and step 3 is simply to continue building your team. You're going to work with your upline in order to learn how to do this. You are going to duplicate yourself to continue enrolling associates and customers. You're going to build balance, you're going to build depth, you're going to build for consistency. ASEA also has a patented system that will teach you how to build your ASEA business step by step. At time of enrollment, you will have an opportunity to enroll with the ASEA business coach who will tell you exactly what you need to do to build your business. So ASEA is changing the world one cell at a time in many different ways. You truly can change your life with ASEA, and we invite you to join our ASEA family today.